Many of you have seen various television shows and read books where individuals, sometimes mad scientists, sometimes magicians, were concocting potions and doing things with bubbling cauldrons, calling forth the images of Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But the question mark remains. What was the true purpose of the Philosopher's Stone? And why is it so often shown in such a way as to make you think that people should be making some kind of a formulation? And when you talk about these ancient philosophers seeking the special property of this stone, so often there will be references to turning lead into gold. In fact, this tradition has become so ingrained that you can go into almost any religious service and hear some religious leader talk about the rarefying effects that such and such a thing will have on you, and how it is like putting metal in a furnace and burning away the bad stuff so only the pure stuff remains. And it is true. You can purify metal this way, but don't try sticking your neighbor or yourself in a furnace to purify yourself. It'll burn. It'll hurt. And it won't work. But for ages, people have said the Philosopher's Stone, they were actually trying to manifest something special. But you got to remember, these people had to write in a coded fashion. Now, they were chemists. They were practicing alchemy, which was the beginning of chemistry. Some of them were even managing to have the manifestation of small quantities of gold because there were small traces of it in elements that they were melting down. But there was a secondary pursuit that an awful lot of these individuals were working with. See, spirit was something that you could not talk about easily. Think about it. Even until the late 1800s, Galileo's work was amongst the forbidden books that the church didn't want you to see because they went against the worldview. Now, if something that was that real went against the worldview, imagine what it would be if you were talking about meditation and consciousness and actually rarefying the spirit in terms other than what some religious institution wanted you to talk about. So what happened was this thought of rarefying the self, of purifying the self, and of actually making the spirit a channel for the divine and eventually into the divine, was put into coded language. Forget the fact that Buddha said you're all Buddhas. Forget the fact that the Veda taught that you're all Brahman, that the spirit flows through each of you. Forget the fact that the Christed one said, you are gods. The institutions were having none of that. And these men were brilliant men, but they couldn't openly say that they were working on their spirit as well as working with alchemy and other factors of life. So what did they do? They communicated with each other by putting their spiritual work into alchemical terms and naming the goal as the philosopher's stone. It was truly that simple. And today, there are still people who think, oh, there must be some chemical way we can make a philosopher's stone, and that would help us to reach immortality. Well, you don't want immortality of this body. These men realized that they were more than body, that they were spirit, and it is the spirit that lives. The body, even if you look at advanced Buddhist teachings, even mind is temporary, because these things are what hold you physically, what holds your character traits, but you are more. You are a powerful energy. You are light. You are fire. You are essence. You are the philosopher's stone in the making.